First, sounding the alarm. A government study now revealing that nearly half of the tap water in the United States is contaminated with so-called dangerous forever chemicals. We're here to walk you through it all. I'm Alan Devlin.
And I'm Savannah Louie. We're glad to see you with us today. I want to show you here this map. It was released today from the U.S. Geological Survey. Focus on the blue dots. This is where these chemicals were detected in a years-long study. In Georgia, that includes at least 7 homes that tested positive.
Atlanta News First investigative reporter Andy Parati has been digging into this issue. So, Andy, what exactly are these chemicals and why are they showing up in our tap water?
So, guys, we're talking about a group of chemicals called perfluoroalkyl, or PFAS for short, used by manufacturers for decades to make things water and oil resistant. Scientists call it the forever chemical because it does not break down naturally. PFAS-related chemicals are used in products almost all of us have at home, everything from nonstick cookware, stain-resistant carpet, and fast food packaging. The toxin is linked to numerous health issues, including increased risk for high blood pressure, numerous cancers, low birth rate, and decreased vaccine response in children. There are no safe levels of PFAS, but your impact depends on your length and the levels of exposure. That's something this new study, guys, did not address.
This is obviously a major problem here. I think the question that we're all wondering here is what's being done about it? It really seems like a glacial issue.
It is a glacial issue, but some water utilities are taking action, including the city of Rome, Georgia. In 2016, the state uncovered high levels of PFAS in a river the city used for its drinking water. In response to the contamination, Rome shut down its primary water intake facility and is now using another river for its water. It's also building a new multi-million-dollar water plant that will eventually remove the toxin. That new water plant will be paid for through a settlement the city reached earlier this year with carpet manufacturers it accused of depositing PFAS in the river. But guys, that's just one community. The city of Atlanta says it started testing for PFAS this year, but its water treatment plants cannot remove PFAS. President Biden's infrastructure bill set aside billions to help water utilities upgrade their systems, but some believe it's not enough and it will take years to do it, guys.
All right, Andy, thank you so much.